Well, this is exciting for me. I'm on the other side of the table. I'm usually sitting as his guest, and Larry King is the reason that I probably have 12, 13 bestsellers on the New York Times list. Most of them went to #1 after I did his show. If I know how to interview, I learned from watching Larry King. He is so good at what he does, and I've known him forever. So I want to welcome my friend and one of the greatest interviewers, an iconic interviewer in television, Larry King.
How thrilled you must be.
I am.
It's great to be here, Suzanne. Much good luck with this.
Thank you very much. So, what's it like sitting on the other side of the table from me?
Well, I enjoy it. I like communication. I like transmitting things to people. I've been doing it for a long time, 55 years. I've been doing it since I was a kid. I was a transmitter of information. So I like it both ways. I like asking questions. I like being asked questions because I don't know what you're going to ask. So I like thinking about what I don't think about when I'm asked questions. So it's fun. The whole experience to me, it beats work. And now with Hulu and our new show at Aura TV.
And it's called Larry King Now.
It's called Larry King Now.
How do you find it?
You go to Hulu and then push up Larry King and we come up. Or you can go to Aura TV too.
Of all the people that you've interviewed, what woman just brought you to your knees?
Brought me to my knees?
Yeah.
Probably Angie Dickinson.
And why is that?
Because she was, every Jewish kid in America dreamed of Angie Dickinson. And I later on dated her for a while, and she's a good friend. She's a friend of Sean's. But the first time I interviewed her, and she came onto the set, you know, and she was dazzling, you know, and it was just, it like blew me away. I did a good interview and I conducted it well, but it was still inside of me. I kept saying, I'm sitting here with Angie Dickinson. Jeez.
Was this your idea, the suspenders and the tie?
No.
No.
It was my ex-wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, we were having dinner one night. It was a good idea. We were friendly, and I had my heart surgery. And she said, you know, you lost weight, you look pretty good. You ever try braces? And I never wore braces.
It's such a good look. But I wore
them one night, and somebody called in and said, you look good, and that's all I had to hear.
Your heart attack, that was in what year?
87.
87.
February of 87, and then surgery in December.
Okay, so a life-altering event like a heart attack.
Altered my life.
At that moment, what did you think of? Because we never think we're going to die.
Correct. Well, I was smoking 3 packs a day.
I remember. That's right. That used to be your signature.
That was one of my.
You were good. Actually, you were a good smoker.
Oh, I like smoking.
I always wished I smoked because.
There's not. Cool. Hey, wait a minute. If smoking were healthy, back to it tomorrow.
Exactly.
One of the world's great habits.
Right.
Gives you something to do with your hands.
Yes.
It's sensual. I like looking at smoke. The day I had my heart attack, I had done my television show, and I had C. Everett Koop on, who was Surgeon General of the United States. And as we finished, he said to me, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah." He says, "You don't look good."
Interesting.
I said, really? Then I did my radio show. I was doing both. And I had David Halberstam on, the late David Halberstam, great writer. And he said to me, you don't look good. Both people said you don't look good. Yeah. So I went home and I got pain in my shoulder, went down like this, and the doctor said, go to the hospital. I went to the hospital. They did the checkup on me. The doctor came over to me and said, Mr. King, you're having a heart attack. And you know what I said?
What?
Am I going to die? And you know what he said? Good question. That's why you're on CNN. And then he gives you that great answer. We don't know.
I want to just go back to your heart attack because something incredible happened. You did live, clearly.
I guess.
Yes, here you are. And
then I had a surgery.
Then you had the surgery, and there's some incredible drug you were given, and you've started a whole charity as a result of that. Tell me about that.
It was TPA. It was the drug I was given during the heart attack, and that stops a heart attack. It was experimental at the time, meaning some people got it, some people got a placebo. So when it was finally over, I went on the Today Show and I talked about it. Still, I helped get it approved, and Genentech made it, and they now have it on all ambulances. You have to get it in the first 4 hours, so it breaks up the clot. And they gave it to me. So I asked later the doctors, you know, half the people got a...
how did you get the lucky
karma? How did I know I got the real thing?
Yeah.
And he said, it was so effective that after 2-3 weeks, we stopped the placebo completely. We just gave it. And we put that in our report, that why give a placebo to a man having a heart attack when we could save his life?
Exactly.
And TPA. And then I got a wonderful letter from someone who was at a ski resort and saw that show and had a heart attack, was flown into a hospital in Denver and got TPA immediately and saved his life. So I started my foundation, which my wife is now chairman of, my son is president, and we help people who can't afford it to get heart procedures.
What I always found interesting when you'd interview me on your show, I never knew if you agreed with me, if you didn't agree with me. I don't know if you thought all these hormones I talk about was interesting. You made me feel like you were interested in me.
I was.
But I never knew your opinion.
Correct, because you were the expert on what you knew.
Right.
I know nothing. My friend Herbie used to say, the secret of my success, the secret of Larry's success is he's dumb. Basically, that's what I am. Well, you can call it dumb.
Chauncey Gardner?
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you do this?
Yeah.
Why does it work for you? So if I start saying, well, I hate interview, there's no reason an interviewer should use the word I. My opinion was irrelevant. I always thought.
The other thing that I really like about you is you're so funny. And I see on your internet show you get to be funny.
Oh, yeah, and I do comedy acts.
Well, I don't know if people realize you're doing a stand-up now.
Yeah, I do stand-up. We did quite a few acts around the country. My father-in-law is very involved in that, who took you to Jamaica.
His father-in-law took me to Jamaica. It's such a long story.
And I want to say how long ago it was. Yeah. Both of them forget what happened. But I love doing it. I stand on stage and tell stories. Sometimes, if it's in a club like in Vegas, my wife will open for me.
She's a great singer.
Great singer.
Great.
She's the only great singer who prefers not to sing. In other words, I will hide my talent from America. No, I'm only kidding.
Yeah,
but
right.
She has a great album, great song she's recorded with Willie Nelson.
I heard that.
Called I Give.
Right.
This song should be heard everywhere in the world.
Yeah, you love to sing.
Well,
Wendy tells me you hum to yourself in the hallways.
I used to sing at CNN before I'd go on.
Frank Sinatra?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What's your favorite Sinatra song?
Someday, when I'm awfully low and the world is cold, there is nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight.
Thank you, Larry King.
Bring her on.
I'm going to bring Sean on. Stay with us.